Let's talk about some of my weird backpacking hacks. Hey guys, it's Epic, and today I want to talk about some of the weird stuff I do out on trail that I haven't seen a whole lot of other people do, but really works well for me. So let's get started. Okay guys, hack number one is using magnets for your shoes. I've actually never seen anybody else do this on trail, but in 2018 I discovered this company called Zubits that make magnets for your tennis shoes, and I was about to hike the Appalachian Trail and I thought, man, it'd be a good idea if I incorporate those into my trail runners, and it turned out to be a great plan. Not only do I not have to worry about pulling on and wearing out my shoestrings and having them break and then having to replace them, but every single time that I put my shoes on, they go on with the exact same tightness every single time. In addition to that, they're really easy to take off. All I have to do is put one foot against the opposite heel and lift my foot and they pop right off, making it easy to get into my hammock. I also can hook the magnets from each shoe together and then throw them over my hammock line, making them really easy to keep up off the ground when I'm going to sleep at night. All right, hack number two is my trekking pole water retrieval system. I actually have 3 different methods for doing this. I've used all of them. I'm gonna go through all 3 of them so everybody here has options, and you can just pick which one is best for you if you'd like to try this out. You should keep in mind that for all of these hacks, you're actually gonna need a water bottle that has a loop or a handle on it. Now I use a Hydro Pack Flux water bottle that has a handle on it, but if you're using just a regular smart water bottle, you can tie a piece of Zingit around the spout and make a loop in order for these to work. The purpose of using these tricks is actually to be able to get to water that's hard to reach. Sometimes you come to a lake and there's nothing but algae in front of you and the good water's out in front of you. Sometimes you come to a stream where there's a nice flowing spout in the middle, but you have to balance on rocks and you don't really want to go out in a precarious position. Other times you got water coming down a waterfall that you can't quite reach and nothing is good down below. This is also good for hikers that are in more advanced years who have trouble bending down to water sources in order to fill their bottles. Now, method number one is probably the easiest. All you have to do is flip your trekking pole over, take the wrist strap, and tie it around the loop on your water bottle, making it really easy to retrieve water. The downside to this method is you're probably gonna get your handle and your straps wet, so if that's an annoyance to you, that method may not be your favorite. So method number 2, and the one that I use the most often, is using the rubber bands on my wrist. I always have rubber bands on my wrist when I hike. You never know when you're gonna need one. All you have to do is put one end of the rubber band over the basket of your trekking pole, put the other end through the loop, and then push this back up on top of your trekking pole over the basket again. And it holds on there pretty secure, and it makes it so I don't have to worry about wet handles or wet straps. And of course, there's method number 3 if you're feeling fancy or just enjoy over-engineering a project, which is taking a drill and drilling a hole through the basket of your trekking pole big enough for you to clip a carabiner onto there, and then you can just clip your water bottle at will onto the end of your trekking pole in order to fill your bottles. You should keep in mind that if you're using winter baskets, they usually have holes in them somewhere where you can just clip on the carabiner and hook up the water bottle. Okay, so hack number 3 actually involves carrying soap on trail. I know that not all hikers like to carry soap on trail, but I do for 2 specific reasons. The first reason is that every few days I like to scrub my pits and my bits and get the salt out of those areas because it helps avoid chafe, and an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. The other reason that I like to bring soap on trail is because there is no substitute for good old clean soap and water to clean out a wound that you might get on trail. Now, I used to carry a little bottle of Dr. Bronner's in a little dropper bottle, but I found out that that was not as effective. What I started doing is carrying these little coffee bars that I got off of Amazon, and they just have coffee grounds inside of these bars. Now, you buy them at full size, and I just put them on a chopping block, and I cut small travel size soaps, and I carry those on trail. Because the coffee grounds are in it, it acts as an exfoliant and really helps me get that salt out of the areas that might have chafe problems. I found that the winning formula is just to use body wipes every day to keep those areas clean, and then every few days you want to go ahead and use the coffee soap, and you might even want to consider taking your underpants and scrubbing those out to get salt out of those as well. These coffee bars do come in full size, and you're going to have to take the time to cut them into smaller ones, but I find that it's worth it. They're also great for using at home. If you guys are interested in that, I'll put a link down in the description below. Okay guys, so this next hack I got the idea for from those bike stations along bike trails that have the little tools attached to them. You know, the ones where you park your bike and they've got tools on the little braided cables so you can work on your bike, but they don't run the risk of having the tools stolen. I thought it'd be a great idea if I could take an idea like that and just miniaturize it down, and so that's what I did. I took an S-beaner and made it so you could clip it onto the inside of the D-ring or to the zipper of a fanny pack, or you can also do that on your hip belt pockets if you're not carrying a fanny pack. And all I've done is I've taken little loops of Zingit and I've attached tools that I need for the trail. I think the most common ones for most people would be a set of fingernail clippers and probably a little pocket knife, but I also have all my content creation tools attached to that too because I have the need to tighten things when it comes to my cameras and my mounts. Even if you're not a content creator, guys, this is a great place to put your small items and tools that you don't want to lose. Especially if they're small items. The problem with small items is you want them to be fast access, but in order to put them somewhere that's fast access, you run the risk of putting them somewhere where they're easy to lose. In order to keep them from being easy to lose, you'd have to bury them somewhere in your pack. This toolkit solves that problem, so you can have them fast access, but you always have a place to hook them secured to where they don't get lost. Okay guys, the next hack I have is actually one that I learned from my military buddies. It's called a skivvy roll. I usually refer to it as my sock pod. I use it on shorter trips like weekend trips or overnighters where I'm only going to carry a set of thermals and an extra pair of socks and I don't really need town clothes. In order to do the skivvy roll, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to lay your shirt down flat and you're going to want to fold the sleeves end over the top of each other. Then you're going to fold your thermal pants in half and lay them right down the middle. Then what I normally do is I take the bottom of the pants and fold them in half upwards to make the roll shorter. Then I'm going to lay my socks opposite of each other, overlapping at the top of the roll. At which point I'm going to roll the entire thing all the way down, then turn the top of my socks inside out over the top of the roll. What you're left with is a pod that's really convenient to put on the inside of your quilt or sleeping bag and then stuff it into your bag. This eliminates the need to carry an extra clothes bag. If you're one of those people that's counting down to the gram on the trail, this will be useful for you for cutting the weight of a clothing bag. Well guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Drop me a comment down below and let me know what your weird hiking hacks are. If you like what we do, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you know when we make future content. You can also check us out on Instagram and support us on Patreon to get ad-free and exclusive content. Now get off your butts and go play outside.